Going live.
You can do it.
You can do. Oh, I did it.
Yay.
I was worried this time because my computer is acting up a hot second. Hold up. I'm going to do one of these.
Light things. I'm going to get cold. That's all right. I'll live.
Oh, we need a little light. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't mind being a little dark.
I'm going to get my hair back this time.
It's mysterious.
Mysterious, like my hair.
Any exciting things to share?
I
mean, I have things, but I'll share them to the whole.
That's fine. Because the only thing I was going to talk about the yesterday. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's the whole everything.
My whole week has been inundated with domestic partner boyfriend Jesse.
Yes. I don't know if I have anything for video specific. We are still going to do the talk through of all our episodes for you guys, but we need a week to.
It's all me.
Yeah.
I have not done I haven't studied up. I don't want to go into it cold.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure we do most of them cold.
Yeah, it may be here sooner than not if we decide that we can go into it. I may go into it cold. Why not?
You want to do it now?
Yeah. Do we do a separate video?
Do you just want to do? No, we can tack it onto here. Do you just want to do the season, or do you want to do the top 10?
Let's do this. We can do our top 5 of the season.
Okay.
And then I would like to do the top 10 in a separate vid.
Okay. Okay. I'm going
the top
to go
10 of the series in a separate
ratings. We'll do that one next week.
Yeah. And we'll get real sloshed.
Oh my gosh, computer.
Computer is mad at us, y'all.
My
Do you want me
computer
to see if I think I have a link to it.
I have it here too.
Okay.
We're doing this on the fly. Rankings. Okay.
Only, 4 years after I started using Google Docs and I figure out how to make folders. I'm smart.
Okay. Episode 8. So far, let me bring up over here the episode 8 rundown for us.
Yeah.
So far for episode 8, this is before Mobius. You have New Order, Threads, Avatar, Sacrifices, and Lockdown.
Okay. So Mobius is definitely coming to the list.
Okay.
Mobius may beat out New Order. Actually, yeah. Mobius beats out New Order. Now, the trick here is going to be who leaves.
Yes.
Who lives, who dies.
Who tells your story?
Threads was a fairly recent one.
Yeah.
Where we wrapped up all the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar is Teal'c is a computer.
Teal'c, that's the video game. Yep, that's the video game.
Sacrifices is
the one with our hot lady friend.
Right, that's another Teal'c story.
Yeah, like Raya gets married.
Yeah. And then Lockdown is the one where the base gets attacked again.
That's the one where like Anubis comes and is taking over people on the base.
Right. Oh, this is tough.
I know.
So Threads isn't going anywhere because that's where we lose Jacob.
Yes.
So Threads is staying on. Threads is going to move above New Order. So it's Mobius, then Threads.
Okay.
And then
that keyboard is not attached to that.
That's fine. Mobius, and then Threads.
Yes.
And then, I almost want to drop New Order, but I don't.
You can if you want. Okay, here. Would you, going back to this, rather watch Avatar or New Order?
Avatar.
Okay. So, Avatar goes above New Order.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
would you rather watch Avatar or Sacrifices?
Sacrifices. See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can't, even though you just told me it, I still don't remember Lockdown. So I almost wonder if I have to drop Lockdown.
I mean, that makes sense. If you can't pinpoint which one it is,
then it's gone.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
Okay, do you want to shift the order of them that you have? You have Mobius, Threads, Avatar, New Order, and Sacrifices.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rethinking how much I love Sacrifices. I love that whole Father of the Bride feel of it.
Yes, it was very, very Father of the Bride.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flippity flop Avatar and Sacrifices.
Okay.
So Avatar will be last. I'm sorry. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to go Mobius, Threads, Sacrifices, New Order, and then Avatar.
Okay. Cool. Your top 5 for season 8.
Yes.
So my top 5 so far, before we get to Mobius, is Threads, New Order, Affinity, 0 Hour, and Sacrifices.
I forgot about those. Those are good ones.
I know. Affinity is Teal'c moving off campus, which I can't say no to. And
I almost like that better than. Nope, I'm sticking with my decision.
And 0 Hour is just that amazing, like, here's Jack's new life in the base.
Yeah.
With Seymour, the plants, and all that.
Yeah.
So definitely Mobius is going on my list as well.
Okay.
The question is where does Mobius go? And what gets dropped?
It's so exciting.
I know. It's basically coming down to Sacrifices versus 0 Hour as what gets dropped off the list. There's just something I really, really love about 0 Hour, and there's just something I love about Jack having that
and you already have a really great Teal'c episode too with Affinity.
Yeah, Affinity is definitely staying on the list.
Yeah,
and I do love the Father of the Bride issues of Sacrifices too, and I love anything where Ishta comes back because I love her.
Yeah, there's just this great tragedy comedy feel. It's very Shakespearean.
Like,
and I don't know the hell I'm talking about, but that's what I think.
No. And I'm also just someone who I'm like, Jerry Ryan in and of itself can keep something on my list. But here's what I'm going to do. Because you have Sacrifices on your top 5, I am taking Sacrifices off my top 5.
Yeah, because then when we play out our top.
Yes.
Yeah. Joint thingy guy.
I still have. Where am I going to put Mobius?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm making a giant change.
Okay.
New Order is moving on my list.
Oh.
New Order is moving to the last on my list.
It's interesting. Both of us dropped New Order.
Yeah. It's a fantastic episode.
Yeah.
It's just the rest of the season unfolds so beautifully.
Well, it's bookended by Mobius, which just is almost more important.
I know. And I'm to the point where I don't know where to put Threads and Mobius. They're the top 2, and it's the same issue of which one beats out the other.
Roll a die.
No, I don't know if I can leave this to fate.
Okay.
I have to process it out. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. No, Mobius has to beat out Threads. I was about to say the 90-minute cut of Threads may beat out Mobius, but Mobius still has to. Just the importance and how amazing it is.
It just... Here's what because it's written as a series finale.
Yes,
it's just fucking good.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's just really, really good. That you can almost make a movie out of that.
Oh,
just
100%.
That 2 episodes. Like you could have never watched anything before, never watched anything after.
Yeah,
and it's a whole story encapsulated within itself.
Yeah, and they even have the built-in thing where you have the videotape, so you explain to the people who haven't seen this before.
That's like all you would need is like 15 more minutes of backstory somewhere.
Yeah,
of exposition, and then you're set.
And you could just have that a little bit beforehand.
I like it.
No, I definitely think Mobius sticks ahead of Threads.
Yeah.
So that is the same on both of our lists. It's not by much.
No, it's a tight squeeze.
So my top 5 is Mobius, Threads, Affinity, 0 Hour, and New Order.
Well, we know what our top 2 are.
100%.
We know what may or may not break into our all-time top 10.
I mean, I think the only 2 competitors really for the season will be Threads and Mobius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And then I think we should just hash it out while drunk together.
100%. But I do think some things like, Sacrifice may make it onto the comedy list because of the Father of the Bride issue.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
There wasn't really, I think between that one and 0 Hour, the only competitors for sort of the comedic. Well, no. Oh.
The one
How
with
have
the
I
guys.
forgotten the one important thing? No,
The
my
other guys.
top five is just broken because there's a
Ooh.
very important episode that I have completely forgotten
Okay.
in the list.
It's Good to Be King?
No.
Okay.
Nope. No.
The other
No.
guys?
It is. I have to cut 0 hour out of my list.
Okay.
I'm moving Affinity down.
And who-
Going directly below Threads. It could be tied with Threads because I forgot and somehow it missed on our lists. Prometheus Unbound.
Oh, wait. Prometheus Unbound is the one where...
With Vala.
Oh, right. Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Does one have to change?
Yep. We somehow forgot
Oh,
to put
no.
Vala on the top 5 list.
I'm losing Avatar.
And you people are yelling at us about this. I know.
I'm so sorry. I'm losing Avatar.
You're losing Avatar? Okay.
Actually, no. I'm losing New Order.
Oh, I'm down with that.
I'm losing New Order, and I'm putting it... Oh, God. Does it go above Sacrifice? I'm going Super Saiyan here. Yes, it does.
It goes
It
above
goes
Sacrifice.
above Sacrifice.
Our top 3 is
Holy
now the same.
farts.
Yep.
I'm gonna vomit.
I don't know how we missed it.
Because we lapsed for too long. Fucking vomit.
So our top 3 are the same. Mobius, Threads, Prometheus Unbound. You add Sacrifice and Avatar, and I add Affinity and New Order.
Yep. Oh, thank you all for yelling at that screen. We probably heard you somehow.
Yeah, no, really. Alrighty. I think we're ready to
Start the show?
start this shit.
Okay.
What number are we on?
Blah, blah. 190. Holy
Oh,
moly.
man. We have 10 episodes until 200.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's restart that. Kaylee. Hey. Kaylee, come here. Kaylee Thor. Kaylee. Come. Good girl. Come on. Good girl.
I mean, in fairness, she made it right before I started.
She
but
did. Come here.
I'm going to restart again.
Tag.
Can you be cool?
Or go nowhere. I don't know where she went.
She's underneath here.
No, that's
I
cool.
can feel her.
That's cool.
1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome to episode 190 of There's No Place Like Terra, a Stargate First Watch Rewatch podcast. I am Nixie.
And I am Grace. And today we are watching SG exclamation point.
I do it all the time.
I do it all the time too. I think actually one of them made it into the title that way on the podcast stream. We're watching SG1.
You people know what we
Season
mean.
8, episode 20, Mobius Part 2, aka The Brightest Timeline.
Aww. I like that one.
Which
My
is-
AKA. Close enough.
That's pretty good too.
I actually more had a moment right out of saying that we have 10 episodes until 200.
Mhm.
It's a little bit sad that we're not watching episode 200 on 200. It would have been perfect. But we are 10 episodes away from 200 episodes
Yeah.
of this podcast.
Wow. We've been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you guys have been listening for a bit. Hey, thank you.
And then there's the people who, as I do with other things, then like binge us in like 2
wow,
or 3 weeks.
y'all are the best. I mean, all of y'all are the
I
best.
hope your brains haven't exploded.
I apologize that you have to listen to this much of us.
They did it of their own volition.
Well, it's true. I'm going to stop charming you guys into listening. You know, it's really hard holding this many charm persons, though. It's exhausting.
It's very difficult. I don't have the constitution to be able to.
So, anything pop culture exciting in your week?
Well, you have the exciting part.
I have some pretty great stuff to share.
Yes.
It's all personal things, so hang on to your butts.
And I have the non-personal.
And if you don't care for the personal stuff, just fast forward.
Fast forward like 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, maybe like 2.
2 minutes.
I talk fast.
It's fine.
This week was the lead up week, the marathon
Uh-huh.
of things to do to prepare for what was domestic partner boyfriend Jesse's graduation.
Yeah.
Holy crap. He is a legitimate BFA.
And fucking valedictorian.
Valedictorian, which he did not tell us till the day of.
Yeah.
The little fart. And has now been throwing it in my face anytime we have like a disagreement.
I'm gonna
He's
start
like,
calling him Vladdy.
Yeah, valedictorian.
Just Vladdy.
He just keeps going. Anytime I'm like, actually, that's probably not the best way to do that. He goes, hey, valedictorian. So I'm taking it as a challenge. So now I have to become valedictorian. But
your class is
my class is a like
20 times less.
Manage.
I mean,
it's my 0.
Damn.
That's just how the school rolls.
Damn.
I don't believe that there's just every single person I have talked to has been incredibly smart. Not that Jesse's isn't. It's just a very small classroom.
Yeah, it's just smaller.
Very like, and
it's a very different school. Things are scored very differently.
Absolutely, very different. And he's a badass, and I'm super proud of him. And the whole week was cleaning and preparing and cooking.
Guys, I had to go almost an entire week without seeing Grace at work.
Yeah,
I was starting to like twitch.
it was tough. At some point, I texted you like some nonsense, just being like, "I am alive."
Well, it was one of
and I miss you.
It was one of those things also where Nick was asking sort of what the game plan is for the next day. And I'm like, I don't know.
Nobody knows anything.
I haven't talked to Grace.
At some point, I just went, all right, duckos. Here's the plan for tomorrow. Be here by this time. We'll figure out the rest then. Thanks, bye.
So it's super exciting.
Yes, really cool. We had a great party. Everybody came, including domestic partner boyfriends Jesse's, and who flew all the way from Colorado to be out here in the disgusting heat of Florida. And welcome me into her family. So
that was really cute.
It was really, really fun times. And she got me an Instapot. So a woman has my whole heart.
And, what you may not know, Nixie loves her Instant Pot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been talking about one. I think I've been, I think this is why she got it. She said, I had told her how I hint things at Jesse.
Yeah.
And he's really bad at picking up hints. And I think for like the past 3 Christmases and birthdays, I've been like Instapot and wireless headphones. Instapot and wireless headphones.
To the point that everyone else around you knows.
Yeah. And it's like, bruh, get the woman an Instapot
and wireless headphones.
And so Aunt Tammy just finally helped him out. But it was really cool. It was really great to see all our friends. And he has never been in a better mood in his whole life.
It's so fun.
Because he's all done with homeworking.
It's so fun.
And I'm like, are you on drugs? Are you okay?
You're high off life.
Yeah, basically. Good times.
And so in my slightly just more pop culture-y side.
Cool times.
First of all, if you are a Star Trek fan and you haven't seen the new trailer for Picard, go immediately pause this podcast and go watch the trailer for Picard, because we know my feelings on Discovery. I have extremely, extremely high hopes for Picard. It may touch my heart.
So that will also be CBS All Access?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately.
And it's different writers, different creators.
Yes. And we have a lot of people coming back, which is exactly what I wanted in a next Star Trek series.
I did see a nice little teaser of my favorite couple ever in Star Trek. Because they remind me of domestic partner boyfriend Jesse and myself.
Yep.
The feeler of all the feels.
The feeler of all the feels.
And number 1.
So the other thing we did yesterday was, because it is October, we had a little bit of a horror film marathon.
Anytime we have a party, we then have to have an extra day of just our closest
couch
Ducko friends of couching. Because it's like, hey, I love you guys the most, and I want to actually spend time with you and not all the other people as much as we love them all. So it was horror movie marathon day.
It was. The dogs were exhausted. I brought my sewing project over to take over your table.
We ate a shit ton of leftovers.
Ate a shit ton of leftovers.
It was good times.
We started with Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, right.
Which is a classic.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Then the boys did Unfriended while we were out.
It's great. Check it out if you liked it. Unfriended 2 is like meh. But it's fun. If you like Unfriended, watch Searching.
Cool.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
I had no need to watch that one, so I went with you.
Okay.
And then we watched Happy Death Day,
which was so much fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
That is a horror film for people who don't like horror films.
So there's clearly a theme, right? You know, like Cabin in the Woods, Unfriended, and Happy Death Day. It's like there's a certain amount of tongue in cheek and a wink at the camera.
Yeah.
They're like homages to horror movies. Yes. Almost.
And then we had a break.
We had a break, and we were going to watch Hereditary.
Which I brought Zelda over and my knitting because that is, let's just say, not a Nixie style of horror film.
Yeah, and then we thought, you know, it's so late in the day. It's not the same tone as the ones we've been watching all day. So we decided not to put you guys through that psychological mindfuck.
That's good.
Because the other option was Us for a while, and it's like, that's even bigger mindfuck.
See, and weirdly enough, I've already seen Us.
Okay.
And that didn't mindfuck me.
Oh, I still can't go
But I think it's because I was purposely distracted while watching it.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
I purposely did that.
There's so much. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a mindfuck. Yeah. So instead, we watched Halloween, the one that came out in 2018.
Yeah, the
love story to the original.
It was so much fun.
It's fucking great. And now Nixie and I keep trying to tell Jesse to write it, but he won't. So Nixie and I, because I'm going to volunteer you to do this.
That's fine.
We're going to write an action movie starring Linda Hamilton and Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be one of those great, like, they are the only ones who can save the world situations. At first, they think that it's all one thing, and then the world's out to get them. I have not figured out the details.
We haven't, but we do know
there's going to be a lot of shooting. There's going to be a lot of fighting.
We do know the sequel to it will have Sigourney Weaver joining in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because the second one will be blah, blah, in space.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So it's happening. If anybody out there has ideas, let us know. Let's get this show on the road. We should start like what is it? Like those pages where it's like, hey, let's a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But somebody else is
We're just going to start like a Twitter campaign.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we do.
We're going to do a Twitter campaign. We're going to think of a good name for it.
Yeah. A good hashtag.
Yeah.
If you think of a good hashtag, let us know.
For the eventual Linda Carter, Jamie Lee Curtis,
and Jamie
action film.
Hamilton Curtis. I mean, the name Hamilton works.
The name Hamilton gets those likes on Twitter.
Hamilton Curtis saves the world. I don't know, something. We'll
okay, March 25th, 2005. So the story on this one is by everyone.
In the whole
everyone ever involved writing Stargate, basically.
Ever
but Robert C. Cooper does get the teleplay credit. But you have Brad Wright and Robert C. Cooper and Joseph Malozzi and Paul Malloy.
Yeah.
So the two familiar faces we did not see in part one are Peter Williams, back as everyone's favorite Goa'uld of Apophis.
Yeah.
And Jay Acavone. I'm sorry.
Show me.
Acavone?
Accavoni.
Accavoni.
If he's Italian, it's Accavoni.
Probably he's Italian.
Okay.
I am Italian. Still butchered the name, but that's Kowalski.
Kowalski is back.
Yeah,
it's funny. Domestic partner boyfriend Jesse, who likes to act like he never watches Pass by TV, goes, "Is that Kowalski?" It's like, yeah, but he's gonna die again.
Yeah, don't worry. If he's on the show, he's gonna die.
He won't make it very long. Also, did you guys
basically Kenny?
Fairly recently, there was a picture of Apophis, Hathor, and some other Goa'uld, like having lunch, like the real life people, having lunch somewhere. And
probably some con.
It was the greatest thing ever, and it made me really happy to see.
It's so good.
But you know, they have like Goa'uld meetings, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah,
Goa'uld meetings.
Even now that they've been maybe it's like a support group.
It's
a defeated Goa'uld support group.
Well, it's like in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, the bad guy meeting.
The bad guy meeting. It's the Dead Goa'uld meeting.
Yeah, like
the Dead Goa'uld Society.
Yeah, the Dead Goa'uld Society. The Dead Goa'uld Club. You pay $1.
Yeah.
There's free coffee. The whole deal.
Yep. So previously on Stargate SG1, Teal'c tells us that Daniel found out where a ZPM is, time-wise, 5,000 years ago. And for some reason, everyone thought it was a great idea to try to go back and get it.
I'm going back in time.
Spoilers, it wasn't a good idea to go back and get it. So now we live in an alternate timeline where everything is pretty different. we start the episode with our alternate Sam and Daniel following George Hammond down the hallways, arguing that they should really get to go on this mission. And I love how the only weapon Sam has used is a rocket.
I'm not surprised.
No,
I do love the little note that she gives us later in the note about things she likes to go boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called it previously on the Nerdfest. Everything until the credits is just a Nerdfest.
Just a Nerdfest. But we do know one person who's going on the mission. The elevator door opens to reveal.
Behind door number 1 is
Jack O'Neill.
Yeah.
And we get to the briefing room and you realize that the person who got Jack to change his mind is none other than Major Charlie Kowalski, who in this timeline is, I think, a Marine.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think. I may have missed it.
Well, I know he's like, I don't have to call you boss anymore. So
yeah.
Wouldn't he have still been the same thing that Jack is?
I don't know, because he's a major and not a colonel.
That's
but he also thinks that Jack is retired. At that point, he doesn't realize he's like re-signed up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But he's the best carrot they could have dangled in front of Jack.
I like it.
And, you know, he wonders why the dweebs are still here. Hammond's like, I'm wondering the same thing. Get them out of here.
And then Sam goes, you're outmanned, outgunned, and outplanned, or however the song goes.
Oh, no, I'm getting to that part.
Okay.
I'm getting to that part.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I had already planned on singing the song.
Cut this. Kaylee, cut this part out.
But now Daniel again reminds him that they are on the tape too. They get to go, which means Jack shit to Kowalski.
Mm-hmm.
He's on some tape.
Sounds
Doesn't matter.
right.
Sam rightfully points out that they're going into enemy territory.
Yep.
With an enemy who's more technologically advanced. They're outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We're gonna make a noise stand. You know I'm gonna need my right-hand man. Can I be really second for just a millisecond? Sorry, I'm done.
And they don't have a Hercules mulligan.
They don't have a Hercules. Well,
although maybe Teal'c
is basically Hercules mulligan.
Just kidding. They absolutely have a turn.
Absolutely have Hercules mulligan.
I know I all imagine is Chris Judge singing that like Buster Rhymes Steely rap
and
Hercules mulligan does.
I can 100% see it.
It's lovely.
100% see
Let's
it.
keep moving.
Okay.
I'm just so excited today. Okay, let's do it. Too much sugar.
They do have a new fancy toy though.
Mm-hmm.
Credits are not the fancy toy.
Credits are pretty fancy.
So Sam and Daniel show Jack the puddle jumper.
Yeah.
And Jack obviously is not convinced in the slightest that he's going to be able to do a damn thing, control this thing with his mind.
This is where I had like a half second of super excitement where I was like, oh my God, Jack doesn't have the ATA gene.
You did think that.
And then what if it's Daniel or Sam? Oh my God. And then I was wrong.
Yeah.
But it was a fun moment.
They're like, just don't think about the past or the future.
Just
when you're turning it on.
Just don't think.
Here's a list of things to not think about.
Yeah.
Which always works.
Think about baseball.
Think of England. So it doesn't take much. Everything powers on. Sam and Daniel beg to to go on the mission with them. And I would like to know how they get the jumper in the gate room.
You know what? Doesn't the roof open up?
Yeah. How would they get it in the lab?
Doesn't the roof open up? All the roofs open up. All the roofs are made of Legos.
Everything's a skylight. But they're next to Jack and Kowalski, all geared up, including the giant helmets, are Sam and Daniel, and we get a great action cap moment.
Yeah.
Because it's not Jack without an action cap.
I love that in every timeline he has an action cap.
100%.
I'm excited.
So Hammond tells them that they only get to play with a new toy because it gives them a technological and tactical advantage. Be home by 10.
Okay, bye.
Do not scratch the paint job. Don't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And absolutely do not go through time. Something Hammond never thought he'd have to order.
Yeah. Good times. He's like, hey, don't fly over speed bumps. Watch your mirrors. Don't be on the phone while you're flying. Keep your hands at 10 and 2. And don't travel by your time. Okay, bye.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's 9 and 3 on a jumper. And yes, Daniel does have these dressed to get home. He doesn't have to figure it out this time because alternate Daniel told it to him.
What? Yeah.
So they start dialing the gate, And as they do in the control room, McKay gives them about a 50-50 shot of this actually working.
I like that.
Hammond's like, dude, according to the tape, this shit worked for 8 years.
Yeah, so peace out, dude.
And as the Stargate whooshes, everyone's in awe. And I really hope that also on that tape, they told him not to put the ship too close to the gate because of the kawoosh.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I mean, that would have been a real short episode if it, like, they had it right close to the gate, and then the kawoosh, and it just took off the front half of the jumper.
And it's like, oh, I guess that's not
Kowalski and Jack are just gone.
Cool. Well, that was fun. I think at that point, Sam would run through the gate. She's like, fuck this noise. I'm so excited now. Now's my chance.
So Sam goes through exactly what's going to happen with gate travel. Kowalski doesn't need to hear it. So McKay gives Gate Ship 1 a go for launch, and it's like same thing in Atlantis. It's a ship.
It's the first
goes
one.
through the gate.
Yeah.
And Jack goes with it.
Yeah.
And McKay explains the same thing to Hammond. He thought it was clever.
I
Go through
mean,
the gate.
it's still not, but fine.
So on Chulak, they're like, that was cool. They don't see any Jafab. They do see the city,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna set out outside the city. And they leave the ship, and Daniel's like, didn't we bring the ship so that we didn't have to
Do we have
walk?
to park this far? It's like when Jesse and I go to the store and I'm like, there's like 100 parking spaces closer to the door. It's really hot. We live in
Really
Chulak.
hot.
We live on Chulak. It's as hot as Chulak. Can we please park closer? And he's like, no. I'm gonna park the ship.
Because like Jesse, Sam points out that they can't just fly to the store.
Why can't I just be driven into
The mission
store?
is stealth recon, meaning undetected.
Those Walmart doors look like we could probably drive a car through them.
Probably.
I'm not gonna try.
Jack's like, that all means shut up in a nudge stage whisper, and 2 airmen, Marines, people stay and watch the ship, and the third heads out. The third red shirt heads with them.
Yeah, gotta go. Bye, Richard.
So as they walk, Kowalski asks Jack, why?
Making things up. Like, I think he's making up stories, and Kowalski's like, okay, I don't remember that, but fine.
How much did I drink after that mission?
And he's like, fuck, dude.
And meanwhile, Daniel and Sam are like on a hike bird watching.
They look as comfortable in the outdoors as I would be. It's like, it's like the butterfly meme. Is this a chulo?
So Jack stops and motions for everyone to get down. And again, Michael and Amanda's comedy awesomeness in this moment.
The hand signals,
Oh my
like the
God.
replication of hand signals, is my favorite.
So good. And what we do know is a Jaffa star grenade flies out from the brush. Everyone goes night-night. And those Jaffa were really fucking close from no one have hurting them. They're literally made in armor that's going to have a disadvantage on a stealth check.
I think it's because Daniel and Sam are being so loud, and that's why Jack's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything
Jaffa
beyond
armor has a disadvantage in stealth.
Because
I think we all agree on that.
Oh, I agree. I just think that our new Daniel and Sam are being so distracting that Jack didn't catch it.
Man.
Yeah.
So everyone wakes up in a cell, and in this timeline, Daniel's glasses function as glasses.
Crazy how nature do that.
He hasn't gotten LASIK here yet.
No.
And he can't see anything. Heavy footsteps come. The
It's
doors.
better that he can't see because his hair drapes look awful.
Whoo! Maybe his
Those
glasses
things-
don't work in the first place. The door opens. Everyone stands up. All you see is a cloak as the camera cuts. Dun 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 to Teal'c.
Yeah. And is he back to being like sexy golden teal?
Little tiny gold shimmer, I think, on
A
him.
little golden shimmer?
He's wearing the Braytan.
Yeah, smart calls.
Although alternate timeline Teal'c could have hair too.
Sure, why wouldn't he? It's like like Evil Bender.
Yeah.
It's a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, same concept.
Well, I mean, I would say Evil Apophis has a goatee, but
I mean,
it's
they're all
It's all Apophis.
eviler Apophis.
yeah, there's no opposite of evil. And
Also, can we talk about how scary it is to lose your glasses when you actually need glasses? I'd be
terrifying.
like, cool, I guess I'll die now.
Oh, there have been a couple of times where like I get into someplace really late at night
Uh-huh.
and I wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, right.
And then for some reason my brain forgets I'm not at home.
Yeah.
because I put my glasses in a very specific spot.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around and I notice like I reach down and my nightstand's not there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I pull my hand back into bed because I'm like, that's not right. And I kind of in the dark going, the places I have like a nightlight over in the far end, that's not there.
Uh-huh.
And then you really start to freak out and you realize the windows. Yeah, I legitimately one time was like, have I been abducted by aliens right now?
That can happen.
And I was like, can I touch the floor? And then I was really high up. And then I had forgotten that I'm actually in my parents' spare bedroom on the high trundle bed in which you can't reach over to touch the floor.
Nice times.
Yeah. I scared the shit out of myself.
Yeah. Mine's always like, dog, my glasses, you can eat my face, just not the glasses, I need those. I need them to live.
One of the very few things Kaylee ever actually tore up.
Oh.
A brand new pair of Nick glasses.
That sucks.
Yep.
That's kind of awful.
Yep.
Good job, Kaylee.
Yep.
I'm impressed.
So they know Teal'c's name because they know him from the video. And he's like, well, if you know my name, you know enough to fear me.
The greatest line ever said. If I ever become a professor, that's going to be my line.
I think when we get back to D&D, Danae's going to have to say that
I think Danae will have to say that.
Yeah. So Jack tries to explain things, and Daniel's like, no, I got this. This is my role. Yeah. I am the bard.
I know these
and
things.
Tries to explain the whole plot of the last episode to a very confused Teal'c.
No, stop. It's just stop.
Doesn't stick with the theme.
Yeah,
did not roll a very high
persuasion
check.
He's like, and we're all gonna die because I'm dumb.
And Daniel ends with a very bad stage whisper about knowing Teal'c thinks the Goa'uld are false gods, and Teal'c just backhands him.
Hey, how about shut your fucking face? Shut your motherfucking face.
Shut it?
Just shut that face.
Just no. So Jack's like, I know you have to put up a show for your boys, but we know that you know.
You know that I know what you know. They should have just been in there and been like, the crow flies at midnight. Or just spoken in like Zen poems. If the fire is already out. And just stupid ass shit. So Teal'c's like, what the fuck are you guys
wrong
saying?
with you?
But
so Daniel hoists himself up and just wants Teal'c to watch the tape. Which is in the bag. And you can find, and Teal'c just grabs him and takes him out of the cell.
Talking.
Also, the whole time, I love that he's trying to like hold on to Jack, and Jack's just like, stop, don't touch me. Just stop.
Nope, I'm not with him.
Just don't touch me.
I'm not with him.
Like pushes his hand. Just don't.
Yeah.
Go over there.
That's what I would do too. It's like, hey, stop talking. Also, I don't know you. I don't know this guy.
I literally don't know you.
He's not here with us.
Please don't touch me.
Yeah, you can take him.
So
we had a conversation yesterday about going to a Halloween Horror Nights at Universal.
Yes.
And I made sure to share how Grace becomes Monopoly Grace, which is what we call the mean version of me that is deep in my soul. And I said, hey, just so you all know.
It's the worst possible timeline, Grace.
Just so you all know, if the shit hits the fan, I will throw people in front of me.
I will
sacrifice all of you for my safety.
Don't doubt it.
And that's like, I can't not do it. I don't know how to not do it. My instinct is like, every motherfucker for themselves.
Which Nick will then be the one who's just taps you on the shoulder. Or like helps.
Yeah.
No. So I can do the ones at the parks, like the Halloween Horror Nights and stuff, I can do because the line moves and there's not really a huge gap.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see up there, like
what's about to happen.
You can kind of see. So there's to me less jump scares about it and more like enjoy the creepy environment.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna move the smallest people. I'm gonna eat this one first.
The ones that get me are the smaller ones at the farms. They're like the haunted forest, where they only send one group at a time.
Because there could be actual zombie rednecks, like in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, like those ones can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Those ones also, again, because it's Nick, Those are the ones where we're walking through the woods.
Yeah.
And I don't notice that Nick has separated from the group. And what he's done is actually gone around and like flanked us in order to jump out of trees at us.
Yeah. Well, now we know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put him first.
He's
going to be our shield.
What you need to do basically is just put a leash on him.
Yeah. It's like, you're going in front, motherfucker. You're the tall one.
Tallest one here.
Bye. So that we have time to run.
Basically.
First, it'll take a while.
I'm faster than you.
Yeah.
So Teal'c leads Daniel to a very familiar face. A Puffus.
Yeah, looking very regal.
Super regal. Looks really badass.
Looking very, what is it, Xerxes?
Yeah, very Xerxes.
Very Xerxes.
Yeah. Teal'c tells him that Daniel is from the Tari. Daniel's like, you weren't supposed to tell him that.
No.
Actually, no. We don't have a Chapa Eye. I'm just out of date. You must be totally correct. And
I'm just an idiot. Can't keep my mouth shut.
I'm insane. I'm just no. So that is enough to Apophis stands up and tries to break Daniel, bringing out the classic good old hand device.
Yep. Time to steal some brain juice.
So back in the prison cell, the red shirts are looking around for a breakout point with no avail. And it's been over an hour. And really all Jack said was, this is going to sound a little crazy.
Yeah.
Sam admits that, there is enough differences between the timelines that maybe at this point Teal'c never came to believe that the Goa'uld are false gods. And Jack's like, are you telling me that there's a chance this man's not going to turn to our side?
Cool. So the guy we just asked for help is going to fuck us? Cool.
So you're just telling me this now?
Now, is this where Sam no longer has her glasses?
Yeah, no, because they took both of their glasses.
Okay. Got it. So maybe in this timeline, Sam's the one who's faking out the glasses?
Maybe.
She doesn't seem to miss them.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Well, it also makes me question, does our Sam just wear contacts all the time?
I think our Sam would not want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because she's on her bike all the time. So she probably got LASIK done a long time
Probably.
ago.
I just like the idea that like our Sam wore glasses growing up too or something.
Oh, yeah. She probably wore glasses at some point, but as soon as she was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this every day.
Like not nearly as strong of a prescription.
Sure.
She can probably function without them, I can imagine.
Like readers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Meanwhile, Daniel's still getting tortured by a ribbon device. When he finally stops, Daniel collapses, and Apophis orders Teal'c out of the room. And as Apophis continues the torture, Teal'c looks back, questioning, knowing, we know on his face the look of, I'm not okay with this.
I like the Foley work in this episode.
It's really good.
The brain smashing thing sounds like Hypnotoad from Futurama.
It does.
It's like wah, 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 wah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good times.
So Teal'c shows up at the cell alone with the video camera. He's like, show me what you've got. Sam takes it, turns it on, and shows Teal'c the view screen with Teal'c.
Yeah. Look, it's you. This is what you look like.
Telling him that Jafar are free.
Like he's a baby.
Apophis is long dead. All about Tritonin, how they rose up as brothers and sisters to defeat the Goa'uld. Your son is married. He's a leader among the Jaffa.
So let's take a minute, right? You are you, right?
Yeah.
Somebody shows up at your house with videotape of you and all of your greatest dreams. You're telling yourself you've done.
Yes.
But all you have to do is completely do a 180 on your life.
Yes.
Do you do it?
Not immediately. The difference between Teal'c and me is I know how easy it is to make deep fake videos. So like, would study it a bit.
Yeah.
Studied a bit. And then consider.
So let's say this.
Yeah.
You believe the video.
Yes.
Do you make the jump?
Depends on what I'm having to do.
Interesting.
Am I having to like kill a person? Probably not. If I have to like, pick up and move across the country.
You have to, so he has to become a traitor, right? So you have to move to Russia and become a communist. I don't know.
Depends on what those.
Move to China.
Yeah.
You have to move to China.
Depends on what's on that video.
Yeah. All of your wildest dreams. And peace on earth.
I know, but some of those like involve here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the leap that Teal'c makes.
Oh, 100%.
Like the leap of faith that he has to make to.
Well, I think I think here's a big difference. I think there's a large piece missing between what Teal'c is faced with and what you've just put forth.
It's like because you have to get political. So all the political problems that our nation is dealing with, you can solve.
But I still
you've got to move to China.
But I still think there's something more.
Okay.
Because my entire, all humans are not being enslaved.
Right.
In the process.
Yeah, you'd have to be in further dire straits.
Yeah, I think the stakes for Teal'c on the shittier end are far greater.
He's already living in extremes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like how my brain would wrap around that video.
He's so like Teal'c lived and is for these past 8 years, I'm sure has continued to live on the breaking point already.
Right.
And we know he's just been looking for that time to turn.
You have to be in a pretty desperate space.
Yeah.
To be
so this is the same, it's the same thing that he did in the pilot episode. He found the chance.
This is his out that he had found the out before. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So
cool. Thanks for.
But Teal'c's like, if these things aren't true, we fucked up the past, and you have to restore it. So Teal'c admits that he can't free them,
but
maybe get the gear back.
Look, I can't do a thing for you, but I can look over here.
Yep.
While you're doing things.
Yep.
And just be really interested in that thing over there that I'm looking at, and not notice,
and probably distract some other people.
Yeah, if you're not here anymore when I look back.
So sometime later, they drag Daniel back through the doors of the cell, and he weakly says, "I didn't tell him anything, but I don't feel very good.
I'm gonna throw up now. Bye."
And it will make him feel better. The fact that they have all their hidden gear back, and they're gonna break out and meet Teal'c halfway to the ship. And they hand Daniel and Sam guns, and Kowalski places some C4 against the doors on the other side. And Sam doesn't really like guns. Neither does Jack. She does like explosives.
I do like the boom boom things. Is there any suns that I can explode? I have a hankering.
Is my boomstick.
Yeah. We should have watched that last night.
That's next time.
Yeah.
And they take cover and they blow the door and they make a shit ton of noise.
So many noise.
I'm sure Teal'c helped cover for that.
11 noise.
Because damn.
Like out of 1 to 10, they made an 11.
They did. So they run through the forest back to the jumper when Teal'c comes out of the forest, pointing a staff weapon at him.
Stay out of the forest, Teal'c.
Stay out of the forest.
I'm not even like drunk or anything. It's
Teal'c.
Sure.
You're in a cult. Call your dad.
Call your Braytech and stay out of the forest.
So Teal'c, without any ceremony, shoots and kills Daniel Jackson.
Yep.
And then calmly turns the staff whip off again.
Yep.
What the fuck?
He's like, he's a Goa'uld.
Kowalski immediately wants to shoot Teal'c and get out of here, but Teal'c admits, no, Daniel was a Goa'uld. I just saved you.
Yeah.
Apophis implanted him with the symbiote since he wasn't talking, and now he has all of Daniel's knowledge.
Yay.
Kowalski doesn't buy it, but Sam and Jack do. Teal'c also tells them Apophis is sending a whole fleet of Patah ships to Earth, and Daniel was going to be a spy and infiltrate Earth.
Super best times.
Kowalski wants to know how they know Teal'c isn't the spy.
Yeah, also Daniel has to die in every timeline so he can ascend things.
Yep. And just then Daniel shoots the red shirt dead, sits up, shoots the others, and is quickly killed by Jack and Kowalski. And we see his eyes glow as he dies.
And the Ewok forest, everything is madness. And Kowalski, okay.
And so they start getting fired on by the Jaffa. They run back to the ship. They run the gauntlet at the ship. The other 2 red shirts are taken down. Lots of shots are fired. Kowalski tells Jack to start the ship. He's going to provide cover, but he dies too.
Oh, by the way, you never make it.
No, ever.
In every timeline, you're going to die.
There's no timelines where Kowalski
might as well enjoy your time here.
So Sam has a moment. take off. They
Yeah.
they leave. Sam has a moment because she's never seen anyone be killed before.
Yeah. It's like, Jack's like, hey, we got a blast. And Sam's like, hang on. I just watched some dude die.
Yeah,
And it's super
multiple.
not cool. I mean, I can imagine. I watched Kaylee on our walk this morning.
Yeah.
I'm still not okay, by the way. Take a lizard, and I think she took one of his limbs.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she took. Well, not intentionally.
No, but she hunts.
Yeah, she hunts
So
the lizards.
kind of intentionally, but not like I'm gonna torture you to death.
Yeah,
it's just like
she chases after them, and then they dive into the grass, and that's their safety. And this time he didn't dive into the grass fast enough, and Kaylee just put both paws down and pounced and just trapped a arm.
It sucked.
Yeah,
it sucked. So I can't imagine seeing a person.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm just bothered by a lizard, and there's a lot of them, but life is life, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And Sam, man.
Well, my also favorite is as we're watching Halloween, and people are getting stabbed to death, beaten to death with things.
Sure.
Lots of death in many ways. You just had to turn and go. Nothing happens to the dogs, right?
Oh. Yeah, I needed to know. And
I just love the mentality of like, I'm fine watching this because I'm the same way. I'm 100% the same way. Fine with watching the slasher film, just as long as the dogs are fine.
Humans, we've like desensitized ourselves to each other.
Yeah.
But if a human kills an animal, it's somehow like.
Don't watch episode 4 of Chernobyl.
Oh.
Yeah.
And just he keeps reminding me, he's like, they're going to kill dogs and last us too. And I was like, I don't want to think about it right now.
Yeah.
I'll think about it later.
I'll deal with that later.
I'm not going to deal with that right now.
Oh. Yeah. So, Jack has some problems though, because as they dogfight in the air, Jack has nowhere to go because they're going to defend the Chapa Eye really well. Sure. If they even make it to the
airport
gate.
we want to land at is crowded, so we're kind of just circling the air right now. What do we do?
Or they're just crowded.
Yeah.
The other planes are trying to take us down.
Kill us. Yeah.
So Sam looks back at the Tom console.
Sure.
There is a way out.
Because every Sam in every timeline is like, let's try the crazy thing.
Press the button.
Chaos fucking Muppet.
Yes. So Jack closes his eyes and concentrates, and the console lights up, and we get this beautiful split-second shot of like them flying with the gliders behind them, and as the camera pans, all of a sudden it's sunset, and it's beautiful.
The transition is pretty cool.
They travel back in time. So Sam dials Earth. They come through in Egypt between the pyramids, which Teal'c recognizes as Hatuk ships with Ra symbol.
Yep.
And since they fucked up their own timeline, they might as well try to fix the past at this point.
Step all over everything.
Oh. That's cool.
We just lost our recording.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, well, we know where we stopped. Hopefully it saved it.
Hopefully. And if not, we have
a video that we can strip audio from?
A video, hopefully we can strip audio from.
Yeah, we can. We'll find a way to do that. Pardon
me while we pause.
Yeah, we're pausing for a second.
Yeah.
Y'all are getting some exciting things. I'm
blue screen
camera.
It's just legit blue screen.
Blue screen of death.
Yeah.
Holy shit. These are still active, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, they're plugged in. It's still giving out power.
True.
Then I'm going to take this moment.
I'm going to take a picture of this in case we need to document it for people.
Well, the important news is Nick has just texted me that there is a Red Wings Lightning game on December 29th.
Good times. I'm going to tweet this.
Yes, please do.
Switch accounts. Okay, fine. Don't let me do whatever I want to do.
Yikes. It's getting there. It's 65% restarted.
How do I switch cameras? Oh, I don't have it.
Do you want to post it for mine?
Maybe.
It's the most exciting video, you guys.
I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I'm in.
Fun times. 90% there, guys.
It's restarting.
Yep. We're getting closer. Some of you may know this happens earlier since it's now being tweeted days before the audio is released.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure people know that we don't record day of.
Oh, no, I know that. It was just more of like those people who watch the Twitter feed have a head start.
Yeah. This feels great.
It's super great. Well, worst comes to worst, the audio will get better in the second half of this recording.
I don't feel good. And then I'm going to go to my account and retweet our tweet.
The time when you don't know how two dum-dums got on your desk. Oh, wait.
What?
I found a third dum-dum.
Yay!
This one it's a flavor mashup peach mango.
That's exciting. Are we sharing things on the screen for people?
Sure.
What else? Quick. Let's do some improv. I'm going to tell a story.
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a flamingo. And the flamingo was like, I'm pink. And I'm a flamingo because I eat a lot of shrimp. And that's what makes us pink. But then there was a dinosaur. And the dinosaur was like, hey, I don't think we live in the same timeline. Because I think I'm your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. But I'm blue. Which means I did not eat a lot of shrimp.
And then they came across a truffle tree.
And then they ate it!
No.
The end.
I have a little tiny original series Enterprise.
That's good times too.
Because my grandmother liked Star Trek.
Hey, I think we're coming back.
Oh, cool. And see if there's anything. I have knitting samples from a shirt for a sweater I made.
Well, at least it woke up again.
That's good.
We're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it. Slowly but surely. This is like the intermission, the break in the middle of your Critical Role episode.
Hey, this is not sponsored by Dwarven Forge or The Rook and the Raven.
Yeah.
Or D&D Beyond or anything because we don't do sponsorships.
We're sponsored by you.
Yeah.
Patreon people.
Hey, go get a bathroom break in.
Yeah.
You have time, I promise.
Just fast forward. I mean, to be fair, they can also just pause it when they're 15. Or depending, if no one's home, you might just, keep it on while you're in the bathroom. I do it.
Fine.
No one judges that.
I mean, sometimes if I'm watching something on TV and I'm the only one home, if you don't close our bathroom door, you can see the TV. So I just.
To be fair, if I'm watching something and no one else is home and it's on the tablet's in the bathroom.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Is the teal dice going to roll higher? I need a more contrasting.
Orange.
Or is the orange dice going to roll higher? Let's see. Oh! 14 and 15. Orange one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play again. I'm going to go. Tell me who my colors are.
Okay, you have orange, and you have like the cool granite gray one.
I'm going to stick with orange again.
Oh!
Yeah.
Look at that orange. Nat 20.
My computer did not roll a nat 20. But that's okay.
Okay, orange or the really, really pretty. I love this one. It's like green and yellow, but there's some transparent bits. Oh, orange lost his time. It's beaten out by 13. Oh, I just shifted the thing. By the way, I don't know if we've showcased this before. This is how we store half of our dice.
This is the amount of beer it took to convince Mr. Phil to watch horror movies.
Yes. These are our non-active dice.
Come on.
Like the ones that are not for a specific character. It was so heavy it shook the table. We're getting closer.
Okay. Well, then open it then. Show me what you got.
Show us what you got.
There it goes.
Okay.
Whew, restarting programs is fun. Guys, I'm so sorry. Are we tracking when this happened on the live stream? Because then I can just put a note in there and say, hey, from this point to this point,
nope.
You should hit the fan. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Wait, you may open the recovered session now.
Yes.
Open.
Yes.
Thank you.
That'd be super awesome if this recovered. And then the only people who knew this happened will be you video people.
Yeah.
The Patreon exclusive.
It's a Patreon exclusive disaster. Horror movie. Disaster movie. We need Jamie Lee Curtis. Help me, Jamie Lee.
And Linda Carter.
Hamilton.
But,
I mean, I'll take Linda Carter too.
I mean, she's going to join in the sequel with Sigourney Weaver. She can be like a Q or an M situation for him.
We had a person. Thank you. What's the person's name? I don't want to give away their real name in case they don't want us to. Thank you, Android Sturgeon, for your homework gift. It feels awesome. This is fun.
Closer, guys, closer. We're just waiting for a very slow program to open. I have a key that doesn't open anything, but it opens bottles.
So it does open things. It opens the most important things.
Doesn't open doors.
Doors. Who cares?
Oh, here's a good one. I was gifted this. This is a small bag with astronaut corgis. It's very important. How adorable are they? Astronaut corgis. It's like they literally made a fabric just for me.
So let's give him a story. So how did we end up sending corgis into space? What caused
fairly
that?
retro too.
Now, is this an alternate timeline where instead corgis rule the world?
Yeah. No, I think he's a hyper intelligent corgi.
Oh, I love that. What's his name?
Cosmo's too easy.
What if his name is Pluto?
His name is Pluto?
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
What if his name is Star Destroyer, the Conqueror of Worlds?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Yeah.
He's actually evil.
Uh-huh.
He's a bad guy in the film.
Or he just, yeah. In his reality, cute things are evil. And
Yes.
ugly things are good.
Yes. He's the cutest boy.
85%. 85% recovered.
Speaking of corgis, this is an illustration by an artist that we got. It's a really, really freaking adorable children's book. We have a couple of his illustrations around the house because, I mean, look how cute that corgi is. Look him up. I forget the actual artist's name, but, you know, corgi spelled that way is not super common.
We're almost there.
Getting there.
2 minutes according to Adobe Audition.
I have a tiny, tiny piece of cake. It's a little stitch marker.
You said piece of cake, and my brain went, I want to eat that.
Don't eat it. It's polymer clay.
I want to eat it.
Well, look how cute it is.
It is very cute.
I'm afraid to use it because I'm afraid of like losing it. Which I should use it because that's the point of having it. Slowly but surely getting there.
I'm having trouble keeping my spirits up.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be
I'm just
fine.
gonna make sounds.
Worst case scenario is take the first half of the audio from the webcam and then the second half of the audio from good recording.
All right, so let's hit a quick save before she loses her mind again. Come on.
We're just investigating.
Take your time.
You can do it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's still loading things, looks like.
Yeah. So here's the cool part. These two are both 40 minutes long.
Okay.
Which I think is the beginning of this pod.
Cool.
So let's give her a second.
At worst, we can just start recording and then you can patch them together, maybe.
Let's do that. So if nothing else, we're just going to keep rolling.
We're just going to keep rolling. If that's not the first half, then we'll do the audio of the video.
The YouTube channel.
Yep.
Okay, guys. I think we're rolling.
We rolling?
Yeah, let me give this a second to see if it's actually.
Oh, yeah, that's there.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So I'm just going to record this first part in case we need it.
Yeah.
If we sound different now, it's because we've had some fairly serious technical difficulties, which our Patreon people who watch the live vid will know. Our computer just blue screened.
Yeah, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see that I posted this when it happened.
Yes.
I'm trying real hard not to shit my pants.
No, it's fine.
A little bit.
It's fine. So if we sound different, it's because we've had to grab the first half of the audio from our live video that we do.
And if we don't, that means we recovered it.
Yes. Well, to be fair, if we don't, you won't hear this part anyway.
Maybe. Kaylee, cut this part out. Kaylee's my new editor. I don't know if you know this. I hired her.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So I'm just gonna
run it back.
Run back a little tiny bit. So Sam dials Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They come out of the gate in Egypt. I was much further than that. Wait, no, I wasn't. Nope. Okay. So Sam dials Earth. They come through the gate. They're in Egypt between the pyramids, which she looks like those are Hatak vessels. That's Ra's symbol.
Yeah.
And since they fucked up their own timeline so badly, they might as well go back and try to fix the past at this point.
Know, if you fucked up your timeline, why don't you just go like trample everything? So yeah. Why not? What's left?
What worse can happen?
Yeah.
Of which the only way to stop the invasion of Earth in their timeline is to make sure it never happens in the OG timeline. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Beautiful cover girl.
Good to fit
No big
in
deal.
your box.
This part's a lot. There's so many questions, but we'll get
So
to it.
many.
We'll get there. We will get to it.
So they land in some dunes, and so far Jack's plan is to contact the locals.
Mm-hmm. Can we take a minute?
Yeah.
And discuss Amanda tapping again?
Uh-huh.
And when they're walking through this space, her hands and the walk, like her fists are clenched, and she's like kind of like doesn't know how to walk through sand.
Yes.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
She's amazing as Alt Sam.
She is. And what's funny is I have a comment coming up later where she slips into our Sam.
Yeah.
But that's because Alt Sam slips into our Sam.
Oh yeah, she starts to feel herself. Yeah.
So this time they're not even trying to blend in clothing wise. Mm-hmm. Sam wonders what time it is. Jack says 3. Sam's like, not what I meant.
Also, I have to share because he told me to.
Yeah.
Domestic partner boyfriend Jesse has yelled at both Nixie and I, and he's like, Jack would not say 3.
I think Jack would say 3.
Here's what I think. Okay.
Yeah.
I think domestic partner boyfriend Jesse has a point. A military man would say 0300 or whatever 1500.
Yeah.
1500 or 0300. However, this Jack was living on the boat for a long time.
And I do know that a lot of sailors still use military 24-hour time. Mm-hmm. He's also talking to Sam.
No, but he's like, living on a boat drinking beer and trying to get away from all things military.
Yes.
So domestic partner boyfriend Jesse.
I think in this situation, this Jack would just say 3.
Yeah. And mostly just to fuck with Sam.
Yeah.
It's just more fun that way.
Sam meant a year, but that's fine.
Yeah.
They do know there's a failed rebellion, and Jack's mind is we should do that.
Sure.
That was in 2995 BCE.
Mm-hmm.
And also Jack's like, call me Jack. Since Sam's always in every timeline calling him Colonel.
Yeah.
They head into the same village as part 1. Some people go running a little frightened. Sam's like, I really doubt anyone here speaks English. And Katep just walks up going, hello, I speak English.
Yeah. He's like, sup, dudes.
And Katep also happens to know all of their names. And instead of trying to figure this out now, you should come with me because Ra's patrols come through here often. And they super can't see you, and really shouldn't fucking see you, Teal'c.
Yeah. Yeah, you should not.
Just not.
P.S. Y'all are dead.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Okay. Forget I said that. We'll talk about this later.
In the tent is when we're talking about this. He explains that he knows them because this is not the first time he has met them. 5 years ago, the OG RSG1 came through, saw his brother's death, got stuck, helped plan the uprising, which, they should rise up. Sorry.
Which
didn't go well.
I say that I did predict, technically.
Yes.
Yes.
It didn't go so hot, though. And along the way,
I didn't predict that part.
most of SG1 was captured and executed.
Super good times.
Except for one. In comes Jedi. As Obi-Wan Kenobi takes his hood down, we finally have a full team again.
He's like, what's up, bitches? I've been waiting for you. Where's the other me? I was going to come, fuck myself because I'm so pretty.
He's like, this can't be a good sign. Where am I?
Yeah.
Do
you think
from your timeline,
the whole thing played out, when he met himself?
I don't think he was expecting to meet himself.
That's fair.
I don't think he predicted an alternate timeline SG1 coming back.
True.
He does wonder where he is until it's like, no, I killed you because you're a gold spy. That's fair.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'd do the same.
That tracks.
Yeah. Also, why are you here?
Yeah.
Just in general.
We fuck shit up. I feel like he must know that. If they're there, things are fucked up.
Jack's like, I thought I knew why I was here, and now I realize I don't really know why I'm here, and I'm just kind of here in the present.
We're living in the moment.
In the past.
We're just living in moments.
Here.
Only I control the moments, and they're everywhere.
So Jack explains what happened after the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Sam says they couldn't affect the timeline. Our people couldn't affect the timeline, but Jack and Teal'c got bored and couldn't stand living under Ra's rule. And they're like, look, we know there's a rebellion.
Yeah.
So what matters if we're involved in it or not?
it's interesting to think all this. It's like we scrub the minds of our, we'll come back. We'll come back.
So the uprising then failed, but slowly Daniel and Ketep have been building a new underground movement. Clearly things didn't go super well in the future because you people are here.
Yeah.
And now we have to fix the future.
Otherwise, you would not be here. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Don't be here.
Sam points out that now, like, we not only saw the tape, but we also saw the tablet, the one that you haven't written yet, that eventually you're going to put in place of the Stargate because Ra is about to take the Stargate, and then you write a tablet in your future, our past, to tell us in our future where to find the Stargate. Yep.
Brain.
And I love at this point, this is the point that alternate Sam has come into her own and is very similar to Sam.
Yeah. She's starting to find her confidence. Yeah. She's like, wait a minute, I'm just important.
So the new plan is to uprise and also make sure Rod doesn't steal the gate.
Yes. Now we got to do all the things. Also, can I blow some shit up? Thanks, bye.
And a kid runs in telling them the Jafar are coming. So they show the rest of the team the awesome underground Batcave.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Arsenal. It's very much because we were watching Halloween.
Yeah.
It's very much like that whole Halloween
thing.
I
100% thought of.
It's the same thing. Everything we're watching is about building underground forts with weapons.
Clearly this means that I need to build an underground fort.
With pickles.
Of course, pickles.
Okay. Just making sure.
So in this bunker, there are not only large stores of pickles, but a huge stash of weapons and gear they've collected over the years.
Yep.
Jafar march into Ketep's tent.
With the full headgear, Jafar.
Full headgear.
Fun to see them again.
In the bunker, Daniel tells them that they have stores of weapons like these scattered around the area and a couple hundred troops. But that's not the main issue. Sounds like they're going to win the uprising. The issue is making sure the gate stays here and is buried.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not in the temple. It's going to be really hard to hold position. It's heavy. Can't exactly carry it up very easily. I mean, they have a ship, but it's meant to fit inside the gate, not the other way around.
What if they just wear it like a belt?
Yeah, 100%.
It's totally
hula hoop
fine,
it.
Right? Yeah, hoop it out of
Hoop
there.
it out.
Like the little puddle jumpers, just hula hooping.
Yeah, just on its end.
Yeah.
Whatever solution they have, they're going to have to get close to the gate in order to pull it off. Which Daniel's like, well, that's easy with the cloaking device. And everyone just kind of stares and blinks like an old cartoon.
Like, excuse me? Come again?
He's like, Jack's like, you're telling me now that there's a cloaking device. He's like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on the tape. Did I not mention it on the tape?
I mean, there was a lot to mention on the tape.
Did I not mention there's a cloaking device?
No, you didn't tell us the one really cool thing that I can do.
And as they bicker about that, Ketep opens the hatch again. It's all clear. And as Jack and Sam head back towards the gate, they wonder what their life will be like here in the future. I mean, her life was so small and unimportant. I mean, she can't imagine being a hero who saves the world.
She went from 0 to hero. Important. I just lost his name. But he looks like Taika Waititi. The guy hanging out with Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
He is Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Convinced.
That's fine.
Long lost brother.
Yeah. So they have a time machine. They can go forward and see what their futures will be like. And Sam's like, no. How many timelines I need to say this for you to listen?
Stop breaking.
We have fucked time up enough.
There's so many comparisons from this to Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, there actually are.
There's like the different alternate realities. There's the cloaking. That's hard to do on command.
Yes.
Okay, that's all two.
It's like, once we save this gate, we have to destroy the ship. And Jack's like, really? We're just gonna stay here?
I don't wanna.
And Sam just wonders if her future self has a boyfriend.
Oh. You do, but you hate him. And then you dump him.
In the ship, they're like, so how do you cloak a ship? Just think invisible.
Just relax. Listen to some Post Malone. You'll be all right.
Sam goes outside and is like, nope, I can still see the ship.
I see you.
Back in Ketep's tent, they go over the plans with Teal'c. This plan they know works. They know the uprising will succeed with their plan because it has already.
We've been here before.
But it doesn't work, so how does a plan to distract Ra from not stealing the gate?
Yeah, that part sucks.
So they have to trust Teal. They have to focus on distraction and make both plans work.
Super cool.
Back at the time ship, Sam's engineering away some new technology to her. Jack's like, you're supposed to be a genius. That's why I brought you.
Yeah, do a thing.
She's a genius.
Be a genius.
She starts techno-babbling on and notices Jack watching her.
This part's fun.
And she's, just weird hearing that stuff coming out of someone. So she's like, what? Like what? So what? What are you gonna?
What are you looking at?
What are you saying? And and he's like, hot.
See, my answer would have been like, fuck you.
She's like, come again for Big Fudge? Like, huh?
What? Yeah.
And it's just perfection. Like, the more word fumbles, and she admits that she's like more attracted to like a Daniel.
I love that she does this. I love that her instinct is like that. She's like, I don't want to address this. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because we find out later she's lying.
She totally.
But she's totally like, I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, fuck you. I don't even like you. I like somebody else.
And then he's silent for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come again for Big Fudge? And I mean, it's cool. First impression led Jack to maybe Daniel wouldn't be interested. It's all very awkward.
Sure.
And
everything's fine.
Both just turn around and try to go back to work.
Okay, bye. Gotta go. This is weird. We work together.
It is the most adorable teenage shit.
I just love it. Like the weird lying, the weird, like, I don't like you. I don't even like you either.
It's
whatever.
The best.
Like, even though I said it, I didn't really mean it. I just was like saying things because they were funny. Whatever. I gotta go. Bye.
So Jack spots some Jaffa coming with binoculars. He radios back, and Sam's almost there. Jack runs back to the jumper, jumps in the pilot seat, and tries to go invisible again.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Come on, Miles Morales, you got this.
So they radio the problem to the tent. Instead, Jack is just going to take off. I'm just going to leave. Just going to fly away. But it won't fly.
No.
So Jack tries hitting it.
This is fine.
Just in time, they get the cloaking device working. And although they can't like immediately tell from the inside, I do know how there's no sand depression.
Oh.
That's a heavy ship.
Yeah.
You'd be able to see the impression in the sand.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the fog of searching for people. You wouldn't notice it, I guess.
Sure.
That's what I'm going to call it.
But then the cloak fails, and the Jaffa quickly surround them and just start shooting at them.
Yeah, it's like, I can see you again. You're basically naked to us.
So they go and they hide out in the back compartment, shutting the door. Sparks are literally flying.
And also figuratively, guys.
Yes. Sam rambles quickly about how bad this is because if one of the staff blasts penetrates the hull and hits the engines, the energy blast could feed back into the power, and then they could all explode. And Jack's just like, guys, anytime you want to come,
get me up,
rescue.
Yeah.
So they come up to the dune ridge. Daniel and Teal see all the Jaffa firing on the ship. It's ironic since this all started because Sam didn't want to take the ship back from Goa'uld.
Yeah.
Jaffa, I mean,
yeah,
same thing. Back in the jumper, Sam just like, well, if we don't make it, and just snugs them.
And then they kiss. This Sam is, you know what it is? Because she wasn't so gutsy for so long. It's all just like bursting out. Like when you, it's like there's so much pressure to release this. I'm surprised she's still wearing clothes.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. And he's like, whoa. You said that you liked Daniel. She's like, I lied. Bye. I just wanted to get to know you better.
And this is as better as it's going to get. Take your hands off.
And then Jack grabs her and then snogs her.
And then it's like, if the puddle jumpers are rocking, don't come
up. There's just explosions behind them. It is like the most Hollywood romance epic kiss.
Well, it's appropriate for them. I mean, they like they're probably turned on a little bit by all this situation.
Probably a lot of it.
Yeah.
Outside, Teal calls out to the Jaffa with his hands
you're
up.
setting the bar really high. Because now what the hell are you going to do for fun?
I mean, they have access to a lot of explosives.
That's fair.
But Teal comes out, hands up that Ra is not a god. They can live free. The Jaffa don't buy it. Jack and Sam are still kissing, but
Yeah.
notice it's quiet now.
Yeah.
Teal'c is
Peaceful.
still out there going, look, we're two people. You should still give up and surrender.
Yeah.
Digified basically says, fuck you. Daniel's like, yeah, I kind of figured you were going to say that.
Sucks.
Kind of hoping you were too. And Teal'c yells the go ahead, and all around them
Fuck shit up.
rise Ketep and all the other humans
TV saves the day. Taika Waititi's doppelganger.
crying for their freedom.
Yeah.
And Daniel has his P90, and all the Jafar are like, yep, nope, here's the weapons
Cool.
on the ground.
Thanks. We're
You
good.
win.
Yep.
Don't kill us.
We'll turn.
And the music swells up to our familiar tune.
Yeah.
It's all amazing.
It's good times.
I also, in pure Stargate fashion, they win the day without firing any shots.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm too busy thinking about what Sam and Jack are doing.
Well, Daniel radios Sam and Jack that they can come out now, and
it's
like, we're gonna just give us a minute.
Just give like 5 minutes, real quick.
Daniel's like, why?
Quick.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. This Daniel's not gotten laid a lot.
And then
I feel like, well, no, this is our Daniel.
This is our Daniel.
knows better. He's like, oh, I gotcha.
And then instead of the camera fading away as they're kissing, they just fade away into the ground.
Yep.
Some more sparks fly, and Sam's like, I can fix that.
just not right this second.
and in 3,000 years ago, Jack and Sam live a long and happy life.
Yeah.
So 5,000 years later,
Mm-hmm.
minus 2 weeks.
Yep.
We will sue. This actually takes place like in the middle of Threads.
Okay.
Really? Because it's the same vacation at the end.
Okay. Right.
Right before they go to Minnesota. And our team's watching a video
Mm-hmm.
with the box, the glowing ZPM.
Yep.
There's a donut too. Everything is correct, so they don't have to do anything.
There's so many questions.
Because whatever they didn't affect the timeline, Sam says. And Jack's like, we didn't do anything. She's like, not yet, but we were going to in 2 weeks, but now we don't have to.
Because we did it 5,000 years ago.
I mean, that's
I'm
Jack's.
going to use that excuse to my professor next time I don't turn it.
Yeah, I did it
I
5,000
already
years
did
ago.
it 5,000 years ago, so I don't do it.
I mean, this is Jack's favorite type of mission, so.
Mm-hmm.
Sam is super excited to get the ZPM down to the lab, but no. Jack's like, look, there's a whole room full of geeks waiting, dying to get their hands on this thing.
Yep.
You have packing to do.
What?
And then we cut to almost a duplicate of the scene that ended Threads.
Yep.
At the lake in Minnesota.
It's time.
The difference is
We have a guest star.
there's
A little
fish.
jumping guest star.
A little fish.
Yeah, buddy.
Close enough. Which is, to be fair, also the closing words to Treehouse of Horror 5.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
So the scene we end on
Yes.
is a whole nother third timeline?
That's the question.
Because have these people been through the same shit? Is this Daniel ascended? Is this Daniel died a couple times?
Well, here's the thing. This, like, the first timeline,
Uh-huh.
we haven't gotten to that point yet.
Well, the very first timeline, yes, because it's our originals. But
Yes.
the second timeline, no.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But is this the first timeline?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is
Yeah.
this the third timeline where we don't know any of those variables?
Or is this the first timeline?
It could be the first one.
So it depends. I guess it depends, like, Back to the Future. Does Back to the Future go back to the first timeline?
Can you? Who knows?
Who knows? Or did, like, once they saved the world, did the other ones just collapse and fade away?
Oh,
Like the
right. It
picture
just absorbs themselves.
Of Marty in Back to the Future.
My brain hurts.
So this is our original timeline.
Okay, what's next? My brain hurts. Ah!
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it's a brand new third timeline, but they've gone through all the same things.
that's
Everything's been wiped clean and it's been fused
well,
together.
especially because if you think about that, this was written so it could possibly be a series finale.
Yeah.
They're not going to, like, end it with essentially kind of sort of new characters.
I'm gonna think of it as like frayed edges
Mhm.
that came back together.
Like threads.
Exactly. Like that. Okay, guys. What's next?
Okay, the next we are going to is okay. I have one thing
Okay.
I want to tell you before we talk about the next episode we're going to watch, which is the Siege of Atlantis.
Whoa.
I am going to torture you by telling you the name of the first episode of the next season. Just so it can sit in your brain because we have 3 weeks till we get to it.
Cool. I'm fine.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
You ready? Avalon.
Like King Arthur and Avalon and like things.
I'm gonna take a drink right now.
Okay, gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit all over our microphone. We'll see you guys next week. What are we doing next week?
Guys, I just broke Grace.
Atlantis the finale part 1 of 700 apparently.
3.
Okay. Until then, find us on Twitter at Terra Podcast.
Find us on Facebook at The Someplace Like Terra.
Email us at theresnoplaceliketerra@gmail.com.
Patreon.com/The Someplace Like Terra.
Like us, rate us,
View
review
us
us.
on podcasty places.
I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Ugh.